So here's the question. How hard is it to draw a 4-card combo in your opening hand in Pokemon, the card game online? Now, before you immediately discount this video, let me talk you through it. If you're like me, you've got a pet card that you'd like to play. Mine happens to be Red Card. I like this card. I like the disruption that it causes early game, and I also like that there's really no question about what this card is. It's red, and it's a card. I like that. It's simple. But then with Steam Siege came this card, Captivating Pokepuff. Your opponent reveals his hand. Put any number of basic Pokemon you find there onto your opponent's bench. I like this card too. I mean, look at that Pokepuff. That's pretty captivating if you ask me. I'd eat it. But then this got me thinking. So what if you play a red card? After your red card, you play a Captivating Pokepuff. Pull those basic Pokemon to the bench. Then you play a stadium. Doesn't have to be Parallel City, but that makes sense in the current game. It could be any stadium, Dimension Valley, Parallel City, whatever you want to play. And then you round it off with Delinquent. Discard any stadium in play. If you do, your opponent discards 3 cards from their hand. So after this beautiful 4-card combo, your opponent is cardless on the first turn. Sounds pretty devastating. Now my heart said, hey, let's build a deck to get this combo off first turn. It'll be sweet. My brain said, math. And that was really all my brain had to say was math. But here's the thing. My brain is a bit of a softie, so my heart won. So we built a deck. So here's the method that we used. In our deck, we put 4 copies of Red Card, 4 copies of Captivating Pokepuff, actually 5 stadiums. We had Parallel City and 1 copy of Dimension Valley, and we also had 4 Delinquents. To maximize the chance of getting these cards, I also played a Trainer's Mail, played an Acrobike, a Roller Skates, and VS Seekers. We really couldn't rely on any supporter-based draw power because we had to save those for the Delinquent. That meant no Tierno, that meant no Professor Sycamore or Professor Birch's Observations. So that's what we had, 4 copies of each of those cards. Played 50 games. After 50 games, this line represents 50, or we got the combo off every game in every hand. This line over here represents 0 games, no games. We didn't draw the combo 1 time. So after 50 games, drew it once, kind of. We drew the 4 cards, but the problem was that we didn't have any basic Pokemon in our opening hand, which meant we had to mulligan, and we lost the combo. So if you really want to be technical and accurate about it, we drew the 4-card combo 0 times. Surprise, surprise, surprise. Take that, heart. But here's what I thought was a little bit surprising. Using the Trainer's Mail, the VS Seekers, the Acrobike, the Roller Skates, we drew into it 6 times. I actually thought that that would be higher, but 6 times is what it was. But the 6 times we drew into it resulted in 6 wins every time. And I've got to say, there is something very satisfying about the cards that you pull to the bench, being a Shaman EX or a Hoopa EX, or on one occasion, both of them. There's something very satisfying about that. But of course, 6 wins 6 times out of 50 games, well, you know. So, in conclusion, math. Thanks for watching.